Greetings pilots, FiOth here, and in this vid we're gonna go over my 2021 build for Legion. I was quite surprised to see that my Monarch vid got quite a few views in the past couple of weeks. I wasn't really following its progress. I'm making Titanfall vids just because I love the game. In 2021 it's not a very viable YouTube strategy, as you probably understand. But the Monarch vid got quite a bit of love, so I will make a Legion vid, the one I'm presenting to you now, and if it gains traction and you are kind enough to share it and comment on it, I will make guides for pretty much all the Titans down the road, until we hopefully get some news about goddamn Titanfall 3. Come on, Respawn. So, without further ado, Legion is my go-to Titan for PvP. I've played Legion a lot. I've come to terms with his weaknesses and his strengths. By the way, it's a he. You can say by the voice. So I will explain everything that I do with Legion. Legion has carried me almost to the 2.0 KD mark. And it's very important to understand some things about the Titan before you can even hope to be effective with him. We're going to go over the build and I will be explaining why you should or shouldn't take something in your configuration to be effective with Legion. Let's get to it. So, here's our beast. 16.15 is my G right now. I started playing Titanfall in 2021, mind you. I'm a new sprout, so yeah. Played a lot during the past few months. We'll start with the Titan kit. Okay, Overcore is my suggested Titan kit. Overcore is really good because, well, his ultimate, his core is very powerful, especially towards killing pilots. It's a pilot massacre tool. Also, anything else got in the way, like grunge and stuff like that, will also be decimated, and that's netting you points even if it's not direct kills towards pilots. A pilot caught in the bullet stream will be decimated no matter what. There's no hiding from this thing. So Overcore starts you with 20%. It's very good because we will not be using the advanced smart core later on in the build, so this will compensate somewhat for the lack of an extended duration of our core. You start with 20%, taking or dealing damage will build up on that, and it's a very effective starting boost, especially if you can get your hands on a battery or are using the extra battery boost for your pilot. Things you shouldn't use: assault chip. Good for frontier defense, sucks balls in PvP, pretty self-explanatory. Stealth auto eject, no. Legion can deal a ton of damage even when doomed. His ranged power shot can decimate Titans, can destroy infantry, stain your Legion until you're pretty sure you're gonna be executed, or your doomed state bar is down to the last 500 points of HP. Turbo engine. Reducing your dash cooldown is very important because you will be laning a lot. Legion having a dash in and itself, it's an extra. So don't use this, you will not be able to capitalize. You will be very stationary most of the time. Nuclear reduction, no. Everyone can outrun Legion. You're not using Ronin, you're not using North Star, this will not work. Counter ready, pretty much the best thing you can have on Ronin, but it sucks on Legion. It will work, but you don't want to be in their face to burn them with counter ready, that is electric smoke. So for me, Overcore is a hard yes. For Legion, it's carried me so far, I highly recommend it. Legion kit. Starting with a nose, enhanced ammo capacity, very good. It's good, you can keep laning harder with it, but it's not worth the slot. Sensor array. Smart core lasts longer. This is destructive, it's decimating, it's a game changer. If you can get your back on the right side of the map at the right moment and you have this, you can pretty much clear the map. Still, it's not our best choice. Lightweight alloys. Move faster with the Breton counter spun up. Very, very nice. I've seen people do some crazy stuff with it, but it's not what I recommend. Bulwark. Gun shield blocks twice as much damage. That's pretty much the weakest. You will be laning, but there is this misconception that if Legion gets his back against the wall and he activates his gun shield, he can soak all sorts of destructive damage and still come out on top. Without infantry or Titan support, Legion is a walking bulk of please shoot me material. The slowness and the mass makes you very vulnerable to any kind of fire. Also, the cockpit and the front, it's massive. Half of the bullets you will be taking will be going into your face, scoring crits. So you have to know when and where to pick. Hidden compartment. This is hands down Legion's best kit. Take my opinion with a grain of salt if you can go all the way in on the whole. It's a very personal choice kind of thing, but I've played Legion a lot. And hidden compartment, first and foremost, your close range power shot can shoot down 3 pilots in one poof at very decent ranges. Long range power shot can also crit Titans, and you can kill pilots from any range. And if you can double tap a Titan before they can notice you and they're pretty low on health, you either kill them outright or you get them into doomed state and you just execute them after that and they have 0 time to react. Your average player won't even have time to triple tap reload to get out of the doomed state. So extreme damage to Titans, that minus 50% is non-existent when it comes to actual numbers. It's a very, very small sacrifice. And Legion is so adept at killing pilots with the shotgun power shot, that is the close range one, that having this available twice is a godsend. And you're seeing small tidbits of gameplay here, and I will be showing you gameplay afterwards. It's very effective, extremely effective. What you want to do with Legion optimally is get into your Titan phase early on. That is, I tend to divide the game into 2 phases. Initially, you always start with the pilot phase, except if it's Titan Brawl or Last Titan Standing, of course. You start in your pilot phase, and then when Titans start falling, we're transitioning to the matches Titan phase. Okay, this tends to rotate in a circle, but if you can get into your Titan phase quickly enough, first to fall would be excellent, of course, you can eat people up with a power shot. You can just roam and decimate everything and feel really good about yourself. So having 2 power shots, granted you will have a slightly slower reload, but if you pace yourself and don't spam it, but pretty much nothing, you will be very happy with the results. This will be a game changer, guys. I was sworn to sensor array for the longest amount of time, but when I started using hidden compartment, my life pretty much changed. I give you my word. Okay. Titanfall kit should be dome shield because Legion is a fat big oaf. I'd really recommend Warpfall in 3 cases, and only these 3. It's North Star, to be ready to gun people down from a distance, because the distance itself will keep you safe. Ronin, because you can phase dash out of harm's way. And Monarch, if you wanna drop your Titan on top of the enemy with Warpfall as you steal their battery and get into her cockpit to be ready to go into your first transformation, into your first evolution, that is her core. By the way, I'm linking my vids related to Titanfall, like perfect games and building shit like that. There will be annotations and all that good stuff. Check them out, support the channel, I love you all very much. So, Dome Shield, hands down. Okay, hard yes from me, best choice when it comes to this. For your pilot, use whatever you want, but when it comes to boost, I really suggest battery backup. I made a vid, you can find it in my perfect games vids. It was a vid dedicated to batteries. Feeding batteries into your Titan is a very, very important thing to do. because batteries will always give you an overshield. An overshield is 2500 HP. Okay, that's like a whole bar of HP for the Titan. That's also not sticking, meaning that if you can refresh it, you will have it without getting any damage to your actual armor. And it also gives you about 20% to your core buildup. So batteries, whenever you can find them and however you can find them, are always a good idea to have around. So that's pretty much it. I've been linking tidbits of it here and there. I will also give you a couple of clips here to close things up. This is my Legion vid. My Monarch vid's been up for quite a while, so you can check that out. And if this vid receives any amount of love, I will also be making guides about how to play other Titans in 2021 during the current meta. That's pretty much the best SMG running around always, or people who have spent thousands of hours, so newcomers will be decimated, but stick to it guys, it's the best shooter ever made, it's worth getting good at it, and I'll see you on the frontier. Hope you found this useful. It's been FiOth. Until next time, be well, stay frosty, and always strive for perfection. Cheers!